Hello, gentlemen. What's going on? It's AvatarEvan here, and welcome to episode 1 of MLG Game Battles, whatever you want to call it. Callouts for every single competitive map I'm going to be doing. And just a little heads up, guys. There's going to be a variant in callouts for these, and I'm not gonna. These aren't the only callouts for the place that I'm about to let you guys know about. So there's going to be other people that call things differently, but for the majority, most people are going to be calling this. The same thing or similar, or your teammates are going to most likely recognize these callouts. So I'm going to be doing this on every map, and I don't know why I haven't really thought about doing a series like this before, but if you guys have any other suggestions of any kind of series to do, definitely let me know. And yeah, it's a pretty simple series. I don't know why I haven't thought of it yet, but it just randomly dawned on me the other day, and I feel like I should turn my brightness a little bit here. Alright, there we go. I'm gonna turn it down a little bit more actually, but alright, so
we got the bomb.
Let me put my headset on so it doesn't echo like that for you guys. But alright, so starting off here, we're on the offense spawn side, and anywhere over here you just call back spawn. If you spawn on that side, you call it their spawn. If we spawn on this side, you call this our spawn. So simple call it right there. These are called crates. When you see people looking over mid-map here, this is called crates, just because there's crates around there, obviously. Then you dip down right below crates. Some people call this below crates, simple call out, and other people call this nerd spot. Why it's called nerd spot, I'm not entirely sure. I think it's because this head glitch is so powerful, people call you like a nerd for using it, I guess. I think that's why it's called nerd spot, but most pros refer to this as nerd spot. This would be, I call this red train, but some people refer to that as red train. So I'm not entirely sure on all the train names, but I would refer to either of these trains as red train, or whichever you want to refer to them as. But this would be red jump up. I would refer to this as red jump up train, and I would refer to this as red train. So we got this being red jump up here, and you can obviously jump up here onto the red roof. And this building right in here, this is all called red. This is pretty, universal. Everybody refers to this as just red. And this would be second floor red, or some would call red 2. And up here would be red 3, because it's the third story. And then when you go out here onto the roof, it'd be called red roof. And then red 1, which would be first story right there. So that is that. And then anywhere in the middle of the map, you would either refer to as B-Dom, would be right there. So people refer to that as B-Dom. Some would refer to this as mid-tracks. And also for the callouts, guys, if you hear your character call out in the train tracks, that's just going to be anywhere on the train tracks here. Sometimes callouts with the characters are a little bit off, so be aware of that. This would be, I would refer to this as mid-train, just because it's a train on the middle of the map. And this would be referred to as open train or half train, some call it. Some even call it white train, but this would also be referred as right train. Actually, this is not white train. That's white train or mid train, and this would be the open train, half train, whatever. This is called generator. Green. I call it green box. Some call it generator. Some call it the power circuit or breaker, whichever. This building right here I'm inside is called white. This would be bottom white. That would be second white or white 2. And you just simply climb up here to get up on there. And then this obviously would be underground. If you're underneath the ground, it's called underground. So you go through underground here. And this is the gate, obviously. I just missed. But this is gate. This alleyway right here, as you can see, there's an alleyway right down here. This is referred to as Gate Alley. And that goes right over to the green box there. And this building right next to Gate Alley is going to be called Bottom Owens, or Owens 1. So that's Bottom Owens. You climb up the stairs here, and this is called Top Owens. And when you climb up here to get down to the third story, this is, some people call this third story, but you'd probably want to be a little bit more specific since you can get third story on red as well. So I call this Owens 3, third story Owens, top, I wouldn't call it Top Owens, but third Owens, anything you want, just involve the third story of Owens. And then right here, as you can see, I'm standing over a little connector right here, guys. There's a little connector. This is called connector. You could call it below connector. You could call out Owens and Fire Alley. And then obviously right there would be connector. So you can either call that Owens or between Owens and Fire, but connector is probably the most universal thing. And this room right here is called Fire. Just because there's a fire right there. And you'd be walking over here. And then the division between connector, Fire and Owens would be like right here. As you can see, there's a line there, a line there. This would be connector. I move over here. This is fire. Move over here. This is Owens. So that's that. Got all those down. Now this building right here is porters. And one thing I want to let you guys know about is that when your character calls out porters, he's referring to white. So if you hear your teammate call out from his character that he's at, like, say, north of porters or north porters, whatever the character says, be aware that that's going to be white. And usually it's top white. So, but the in-game call out is traditionally porters right here. This is also called brew sometimes. So brew or porters. And this is referred to as white. And your character will call white out as porters. So it's a little bit confusing, but you'll get used to it after a while. And this obviously would be porters 2 or second story porters, top porters, whichever you want to call it. And you can get up here. Let's see, that's crates. Let's see, what else do we need to go over? Right here is obviously A-bomb. You know, pretty self-explanatory there. So we're moving to the back here. This would be back red, because red is right there, and this would be in back of it. And this could be you could refer to somebody like that's sitting here or something. He's at the B cross. Let's say he's at the B cross by B bomb would be over there. And if you're calling from there to call over here, say he's in back red by the fences, because there's fences here. And back here, oh yeah, also planks is referred to as right here. These little planks. Some people call this planks. Some call it pallets. You know, whichever you call it. That's that. Then back here. Some also call this planks. Some would say back planks by red, or lumberyard. I believe more commonly this is referred to as lumberyard back here, because lots of people like glitching this and looking over here. Lumberyard. And this would be obviously back spawn, like I said earlier. Below connector right there. Connector, third story. Then back here, I refer to this as like the green box as well. I have no idea what this is, to be honest. So I just call this green box as well, because a lot of people like. Excuse me, guys. But anyway, so a lot of people like planting B-bomb and sitting back here. I call this green box as well. So that's green box. This would be the wood head glitch or whatever by B-bomb. You know, most people understand what you're trying to say. Lots of people head glitch that. This would obviously be B-bomb. And B-cross would... B-cross, if you ever hear anybody calling that out, it's just the entire alleyway here is just B-cross. Just because you can see the cross from B-bomb, whether it's you're standing here and watching cross or you're on the other side watching cross. This is B-bomb. But I believe that's all the callouts there are. And then obviously there's stuff that you can get more specific on, like you can call these, you know, blue barrels, but there are multiple blue barrels on this map. So a lot of people go on this spot, and I would just refer to this as behind B-bomb. You know, most people would understand what you're trying to say. So stuff like that behind B-bomb, or he's watching cross by red would be right there. Watching cross by white open train right there. You know, that kind of stuff. And I believe that is all the callouts on this map. I'm trying to think of if there's any I'm missing here, but I believe I got everyone. But I'm going to be going over every single map, guys. So yeah, look forward to that. Let me know what you think of this series, and suggest any other series in the comments below, guys, for sure. And make sure to check me out on Twitch. I'm going to be live streaming daily for the most part on twitch.tv/AvatarEvan. Make sure to follow that and tune in whenever I'm live. You'll get an email. Follow me on Twitter as well. You'll get info on that, as well as on YouTube. You'll get info on everything on Twitter, so make sure to follow me on there as well. And subscribe to me on YouTube right here. If you guys are not already, make sure to like the video if you enjoyed this, and hopefully it helps some of you guys out. And that's it for this one, guys. I'll catch you guys in the next one.